Hello, this is Maria, and this is the last video tutorial of our model course. We will have to show our collaborative work and how we designed our section. Let's first have a quick look at the syllabus, which we developed collaboratively. We made the logo, we put down the abstract aim of the course, to introduce teenagers in the topic of schools, and use interactive activities to help them gain knowledge, some more information, the objectives of the course more clearly explained, explore schools through time, past, present, and future, discuss positive aspects, create perfect school. And we decided to have different sections that we would work on and use the model platform, synchronous or asynchronous. And we decided on WizIQ, technology, and model. And of course, we also put some information about us, the moderators of the course. Now let's go to the real thing. This is the welcome page. We had discussions in the forum, and we decided to work on the idea of schools, and we decided on the 6 sections that you saw in the syllabus. We also talked about it and decided we wanted to have the same layout in each section, so we decided to include these listening, vocabulary, grammar, reading, speaking in each section. There was collaboration here in the forum, and also we connected on WhatsApp, and we used to communicate instantly and ask for help or feedback, and we helped each other in difficulties that we faced. My section is the first one, schools in the Western world today, and what you're about to see is the layout that follows in every other section. As I said, we use labels to have similar appearance and content, type of content, and each decided to design interactive activities and that would be suitable for the topic. I started with a chat as a warm-up, and also I created a forum where students could say a few more things about their typical day at school. And since everybody loves interactive things, I used a video about schools in Finland, which I found on YouTube, and I made it interactive using an external tool at Puzzle. And this when it starts playing, every time you see this green label, there is a question that pops up, and the students have to answer. Let me take it a little. So it goes like that. And then I have another reflection on the video where the students are asked to talk about similarities and differences of the Finnish school system and theirs, and I'm sure they will find a lot. And then in the reading section, I also use another, I used an article with more detailed information about education in Finland. And I created a pre-reading and after-reading activity. The pre-reading activity this is the article. It's right to the point, not extremely long to be tiring, so I think it's quite right. In the reading activity, there is some vocabulary preparation to help my students identify unknown vocabulary in the article that follows. And in the after reading, I have created multiple choice comprehension exercise, which is like this. And this concludes the reading section. So after that, we have some work on the vocabulary we encountered, and I decided to begin with a list of useful vocabulary that was in the article, giving synonyms. Students can also add to it. And then I created some games where they would practice this vocabulary, and this is how they will learn to use it. Hidden pictures, snakes and ladders, and also I created a set on Quizlet, which has a lot of different types of activities, beginning with the original flashcards. First-rate quality, you have to click and get the word top-notch. And if I had more time, I would show you in more detail, but unfortunately not much time left before Screencast-O-Matic tries me out, so I have to move fast. Then we have the grammar section, where I give a quick overview of present tenses by using a video from YouTube. Just basic facts about present tenses. We should bear in mind that we have B1 level students. They already have been taught a lot about this. So it's just a short video and a small hotpot exercise. A multiple choice exercise in hotpot, and then some more work on comparative forms, which would be useful in this section because they compare schools around the world. I used no, not this one, sorry, no, back. I used a video which very quickly gives them the basic information they need to know about the comparative forms, in the form of, oh, that's the second video I made, sorry. Well, I'll show you the first later. Because the first one is only about basic forms of comparisons, I created another one with other forms, more challenging forms of comparisons. Like, let me take it a little further, like as comparison of equality, or structures like the more the better. You get the idea. It's the forms that students are not so used to using yet. So the first one was the simple video, the cartoon video, and the second one was that one. And then they had to practice using a quiz, and 2 hotpot exercises again. The quiz, a gap fill exercise in hotpot, and a multiple choice one. This is how the gap fill looks in hotpot. Let me show you very quickly. Okay. And after that, we have the listening section. For the listening section, I prepared a question before listening that is like a warm-up to the listening that follows. And then we have a while listening exercise where they have to identify which of the previous factors in this section are not mentioned. And then we have the listening. I used a tool called From Text to Speech and took an article that I mentioned here. So I made an audio recording of the article, and this is what students listen to, and an after listening exercise to check their comprehension, which goes like this. It's a true-false exercise. Okay. And after the listening, we have the speaking. So I ask the students to...
In every school around the world, there are rules determining things that are or not allowed at school in order to maintain discipline and avoid potential problems. Reflecting on your school system, record yourselves explaining the rules that exist in your school setting and which you are happy or unhappy with.
Then they will have to record themselves to answer that question. And after that, I give them a really nice video about some really unusual school rules, which they can watch, and after watching, they have to create here we are. They have to make a podcast and reflect on the video that they saw, and tell us more about their ideas. And I also set up a live online class, so students will have the chance to practice live with each other and the teacher. And then we have the writing section, which I decided to give them an article. It's very useful at B1 level, but I decided to give them some help too, with points to consider. And I have almost run out of time, so let's show you really quickly what's down there. Then we have the test. What do you remember exercise, which has information about the text that they saw. And then a quiz based on the grammar